I think the biggest thing people have a hard time understanding when it comes to owning a small business that has been affected by COVID is the fact that the business I own is not considered essential. So I'm not a grocery store, dance classes are extra, and it's the first thing to go when people are limited on funds. Several dancers had to actually stop dancing altogether based on people's financial situations. Theaters shut down, dance studios lost students, art programs shut down, sports, any sort of physical activity was the first to go when it came to COVID shutdowns. And even till today, the fight for grants and the fight for funding for the arts has been a struggle. Luckily, I have landlords that have been very gracious.
2 and 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hi, I'm Jelly. I've been dancing at Bliss for roughly around 10 years.
And I'm Zitlali, and I've been dancing at Bliss for almost 3 years.
Dance has been super inspiring in my life because I've been surrounded by it so much from my family, and it's been like a great outlet to let go of all my emotions and all my outside stressors, and I can just come here and be a family and just get it all out.
Yeah, for me, dance has always been a part of my life, but not from my family, but from what I've seen on TV. I grew up watching dance moms, and I've always wanted to be like them, and I loved how they always seemed to be their true, authentic selves, and I wanted to be like that as well.
Yes. Queens. Okay.
Oh my God, Charlie, your hair looks so good today.
Oh, well, thank you for noticing, but sometimes my hair is but today my hair was and that's why I wore it without a hat.
Going on Zoom back in 2020 was a huge struggle. A lot of kids instantly fell off the train with dance, and there were some that literally just lost interest or just loved to dance but hated Zoom. It got to a point where I had to have one-on-ones with students to try to encourage them to just stay with it until we were able to get off Zoom because they loved to dance but they hated to be on the computer. I had a lot of kids who have living situations that were challenging for many different reasons, they didn't have enough space to spread out to dance, to put up a laptop, or to set it up in the kitchen while their siblings or parents are around, or their pets are in the way, or there's loud stuff going on in another room, and they just couldn't focus, and it wasn't the same type of safe space. Their home may be a safe space, of course, in one way, but being here in the studio is a whole other type of safe space where they could be with their friends.
7 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. That's what it is.
Yay!
Hi, my name is Selena, and I've been dancing at Bliss for 5 years.
Hi, my name is Malay, and I've been dancing at Bliss for 4 years.
What I love about dance is the way I get to express my emotions through dance, and the fact that I get to come at Bliss and just have a good time and just be myself and be happy.
I agree. I think dancing really is a safe place for me. It lets me take out all my emotions, and it's kind of it's relaxing. It helps me take my mind off stuff, and to think one day I could be as big as choreographers that dance for celebrities is amazing.
Man, I really gotta say, Sky, you are just so cute. Bust a move for me, Sky. Let me see a move. Bust a move, Sky. You know what that means? Well, back in the 1600s when I was a kid, bust a move means show us a dance move. What you got? Yeah!
my name is Asia Lanai. I've been dancing here at Bliss since I was 9. I'm now 21. And you asked me what my inspiration was when it comes to dance. Honestly, it's beyond dance for me. It's really Bliss. The thing that inspires me the most is really these kids. My students are what keep me going. I can have a bad day, and when I come in, they really just lift me up. They encourage me to keep going. And it's really just the foundation that Faye has built here. Because of Faye, with me dancing in this company for so many years now, going from a student to now being a director, it has given me everything that I feel like I ever needed, honestly. Because of Faye, I now have my own business. And I give her so much credit because at Bliss, this is where I learned my foundation. This is where I learned commitment. This is where I learned to be consistent. This is where I learned to just be able to be comfortable in who I am as a person, as an artist. And I'm very grateful for all of my years here at Bliss. It's kind of bittersweet, this showcase, because this is my last showcase. But I'm making the best out of it, and I truly feel like everything that the studio and my students have given me are what's helping me go to the next level and chapter in my life.
The connection that we have here at Bliss is different from other dance companies, and I can say that proudly because we do things like we sit in circles and talk about what we're grateful for. We focus on theatrics. We do a lot of lyrical and contemporary. We talk about our feelings. We express artistry in different ways. We don't just focus on hip-hop competitions. That's like the last thing I'm concerned about. And so all of those forms of connectivity were kind of fizzled out and then had to kind of come back and rebuilt in a different way because COVID changed a lot of people's mental health and changed their state and changed their financial positions and changed their family life and changed their friendships and their relationships with their partners. So it was like a whole new reset on what the new norm is.
Hi, my name is Tejin. I've been dancing here at Bliss since I was 5 years old and I'm 18 now, turning 19 this year. My inspiration for dance is the fact that I can use my body to express my emotions, and instead of writing things down or telling someone with words, I use my movement to express myself. Honestly, the people here at Bliss kept me motivated to stay hungry and stay wanting to dance and stay wanting to keep learning even though we couldn't come to the studio during COVID and everything like that. We could still rehearse over Zoom and do things like that online, but yeah, the people here at Bliss kept me motivated to continue to dance throughout COVID. I would say that they are family, and even though we may fight and bicker here and there, like have little disagreements, we're family. At the end of the day, we love each other endlessly.
This formation is actually even. Look at God! Won't he will? Hallelujah!
Until COVID, I haven't been able to see the certain dynamic of things in a different eye because I've been looking at it one way forever since I created the company 18 years ago. And I always knew I wanted to be a safe space, all races, colors, sizes, everything. You're all welcome here. You're all welcome to be a part of what we do here. Everybody is safe. Having such a diverse group of people in the company come together again after COVID, truthfully, is no different than it was before because we've always been a safe space for all races, walks of life, sizes, colors, shapes. It doesn't matter who you are, disabilities or not, height, whatever. We love you all. So it's honestly just a continuation of what was going on before. The only difference is our company shrunk a little bit because of the fluctuating numbers during COVID. But the family vibe and the cultural diversity and the unity has always been there, and that's what Bliss has always been about. So in my opinion, it hasn't changed much.
Several months ago, I saw some family members participating in Bliss, and I got so excited about it, and I feel that I'm old. This is a way to keep me young, and so it was kind of like a challenge for me to come and especially be with the younger kids and have them show me the new moves, so that way I can kind of hang with them a little bit. But it was more to just being able to meet new people and just get a new vibe and just have fun.
6, 7, 8. You and Kaylin, you and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3. Can you do the opposite of her? Aiden, if she can't get her leg out, you're way too close. Do it again. 6, 7, 8. Ah!
My name is Gary Prince. I've been dancing in Bliss for about 9 years now. What inspires me is Faye.
Faye is known as a creative hustler, and I consider myself one too. I started my own business in 2019 where I do nails and makeup, and I babysit on the side. I do all these different things, and I noticed Faye does the same thing, and it motivates me to keep going. It motivates me to take those steps that I need. And as a director too, it's sometimes hard to balance all that, but when you love something, you continue to do it for as long as you want to. And I'm leaving for college soon. I just became an adult, and I don't plan on dancing. Once you're a dancer, you're always a dancer for the rest of your life.
For the kids here at Bliss, the first thing they learn when they join the company is discipline and respect, and unity, and leadership. These types of elements are instilled right away, along with work ethic and friendship, before the dance moves even become a thing. So I think the fact that we're building leaders here and not just dancers, it automatically puts these kids in a place of understanding their importance, no matter what their role is, whether they're a class assistant or a captain or just a dancer on the team who needs to be selfless and hardworking to make sure they're doing their part for the rest of the team. Because I instill so many of these things into them early on, it sticks with them and it pushes them to want to be better. And I believe that's why some of them work so hard, because they know that at the result, they're gonna have a great product. For some of them, they want to pursue dance professionally. Some of them just love to dance for fun. Some of them are adults that came back to dance just because it's an outlet. Some people do this as an outlet in general just to get away from real life. But regardless of why they dance or what their official goal is at the end of all of this, they know that while they're here, they have to give it their all. Something I always joke about is like, if dance isn't for you, baby, you don't gotta be here. You wanna play soccer, go play soccer. But if you wanna dance, then you need to dance while you're here. You're not just here to play around and do dance moves, you're here to dance. So if you're gonna do this for 8 years, you need to take it serious for 8 years. It doesn't matter how long you're here. So I truly believe it's just the way that I instill certain values in them as people and as humans and as leaders that have encouraged them to make decisions. Some people decide that this is not for them and they eventually move on to something else, and I respect that and I encourage it.
I would say what inspires me to dance is just the way it makes me feel. Like it brings me a certain joy that nothing else really does every day. I try to find some time to incorporate movement into my routine, if I can at least. But yeah, just the passion that I have for it, I don't really know necessarily where it comes from, but it's something that it's something that I am passionate enough to want to make my career, so.
Yeah, I agree. But what inspires me to dance is myself. That might sound really weird, but I feel like because of the way I've seen dance help me improve as a person, as a dancer, and I see just like my growth and I could see what I accomplished within dance, I'm like, what else can I do next? And that keeps me going, and I want to see what I'm capable in the future with dancing and with just with my regular life. I feel like what inspires me is just seeing what I can do next.
Darius, you gotta roll your hips as you raise your arms at the same. You know, ladies love a man who can roll his hips, but I really need you to bend your knees, roll, and at the same time, the arms are. Jesus Christ.
You know? Oh, dude, you gotta lift your arms like you're lifting your weights. Like that, or whatever you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You gotta push up. Like, oh, yeah. Push up.
The legs.
Yeah. Whatever that.
Right?
Yeah. Good job.
What's that?
Whatever.
What's that? Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Hi, my name is Rhys. I am a director of Beat Rascals, and our youngest team, and I'm also a member of Baseline. Yeah. I have been dancing for Bliss since I was 12 years old, and I am going to be 20 this year. It is going to be my last year here dancing at Bliss, which is really sad for me because it's been such a home. But it has taught me so many leadership skills and being able to become a director and work my way up and having to balance work life and college life and personal relationships and things like that has been fairly difficult, but Bliss has always been a second home to me, so much to where I got it tattooed on my body. What's funny is that I never really expected dance to be my knack. I started dancing hula and Tejin when I was about 3 years old, and I did that for 8 years. And then I was trying to find my new hobby, and my brother-in-law had actually suggested dancing, and I was like, no, I don't think that would be my thing. And then he was like, just try it. So I started in the rec program, and here I am almost 8 or 9 years later.
That's it. Good, you guys.
Faye? 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 Faye?
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
What you sorry for?
I don't know.
I didn't hear you. It's all good. That is so crazy. Man, you know, out of curiosity, how many of you are actually scared of me?
Well, Bliss is just 100% about spiritual joy and happiness, extreme happiness. And that's why I picked the word for the name of the company. I wanted to bring people together to do something fun. And it just so happens that all the other things they learn from being here become more important than dance. Dance is just the vessel that brought everyone in the facility. But ultimately, when they leave, more importantly, they're learning all these other things about life. And they take that with them wherever they go, but they always think back and remember, I used to dance at Bliss, but when I was there, I learned A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I think to me that's more important than anything. We have hundreds of trophies that collect dust. We have, plenty of, awards on the wall and popularity, and of course that matters to an extent, but what matters more to me is the artistry, the bond, the leadership skills, the communication skills, the way that all of my students become directors here, and the way that the change just continues on and on. All of those things, the real life things, matter to me more than any 8 count. Sitting down with Baseline and talking about what we're grateful for and teaching them how to learn not to respond to certain things that bother them and how to have patience and grace, and teaching them how to control their emotions during hard times, to me, is more of a fulfillment and a more satisfying challenge than teaching them a dance routine, because I know these are things that are going to help them get through life and that are not going to coddle them through life and that are not going to enable them, but it's going to help them deal with life. So above anything, helping them become decent human beings and become strong individuals mentally and having a sense of humor at the end of the day, then I did my job, because it's all about those two balances. Like, we love to have fun, but deep down, like, I care more than anything about them learning how to cope and learning how to process and learning how to respond and being strong and sticking up for themselves and, being able to just produce love and ridding themselves of any negative energy. Things like that matter more to me than dance at the end of the day. But yes, we offer dance here. But when you come here, you're gonna get more than dance.